Listen to this now. Do not skip. You were chosen to hear this. You are not an accident. Heaven is watching you. The angels are speaking your name. I know the photograph they showed. I saw it before they did. You think small things are mistakes. You call them coincidences. I call them signs. A psychic looked at your face and saw more than a face. Her hands trembled. Her breath changed. She felt a wind that is not of this room. She whispered your name as if she had known it all along. She said, "This one is wrapped in sorrow and in light." That was not just a sentence, it was a key. You have been wrapped and you have been prepared. You have been tested. You carry a secret blessing beneath your wounds. You carry a promise beneath your pain. I say to you now what the psychic could only glimpse. You are being prepared for something big. You are the answer to prayers you did not know were being prayed. You are the miracle that will come disguised as a hard morning. Do not look away when the truth is offered. You are closer than you imagine, nearer than your doubts allow. Hear this like thunder in a quiet winter. Your picture was shown because time has been running a certain way. Divine timing is not late, it is precise. There are currents moving in the heavens. They ripple into your life. With your $50 super thanks contribution, you're helping to share God's love and message with more people. Your support makes a big impact, and together, we can spread blessings far and wide. May God's grace return to you abundantly. A door is opening. It is a small door at first, then it will become a gate. You are invited through. You must step. Do not let fear decide for you. Fear will tell you to wait. Faith will tell you to go. Which voice will you follow? The angels leaned toward your name. They trembled with joy. Their wings beat like a drum of celebration. They said, "We have been waiting for this alignment." You are part of a design much larger than your room. Everything that hurt you was not wasted. Everything that cracked you open was a shaping. Beauty does not enter a sealed heart. The fracture makes room. You think you are broken beyond repair. I say you are broken open for the light. This is not drama or poetry to make you feel better. This is a fact that comes from the heart of heaven. You were chosen, and chosen does not mean easy. Chosen means the weight of change will come to you first. Chosen means you will be the instrument of healing. Chosen means you will carry scars that will teach others how to survive. The psychic saw the handprints of your past. She saw names and places that hurt you. She saw the nights you cried and the mornings you pretended not to. She felt the hunger for justice in your bones. She saw a softness behind the guard. She said, "This one has been hidden by their own silence." I say to you now, speak the truth your heart has been holding. Not to hurt, not to accuse, but to release the poison sitting in your mouth. The truth will not ruin what I am building. It will allow what I am building to breathe. You will find allies when you stop hiding in shame. Type 1, love you, God. You will find open hands when you stop holding closed fists. Do not carry other people's guilt as your own. You are not responsible for the sins that were not yours to bear. But you are responsible for the healing that will begin in your living room, in your small acts, in your soft prayers. The psychic shivered because she felt destiny move. She did not know everything. She only knew a thread. But I know the whole tapestry. I made the thread. I placed the stitch. Every loss you survived was a stitch. Every hope you embraced was a stitch. It is time to see the pattern. It will be clearer than you think. You have been waiting for permission, listening for approval from outside. Permission is not needed when the call is within you. Stand, rise, speak, forgive when you can, protect when you must, love when it hurts. You are protected even now. Angels are a presence around your days. They move like a hush. They stand at doors you cannot open. They step into rooms for you. They guard your steps. They are preparing the path while you walk. You do not walk alone. I am with you. I have been with you. Even in that night when you felt abandoned, I held you. Even in the quiet shame, I smiled at your stubborn breath. Do not bargain with doubt. Doubt is a thief disguised as caution. It will take your moments if you invite it. Type God is with me. Invite me instead to ask me in the morning when your throat is dry. Call me when your hands tremble. I will answer in a way that does not always look like a rescue. Sometimes my answer is a door that requires your foot. Sometimes my answer is a teacher who will not stop until you learn. But I answer, and I am your answer. You may ask, why was my picture shown to a stranger? Because there are messages that travel through many hands. Because the world is knit with many messengers. Because the world is knit with many messengers. Because sometimes a stranger sees what friends cannot. A stranger can point to you and say what your heart fears to admit. This is not a judgment on your friends. This is a cosmic nudge. The nudge that says, the time is near. Why did the psychic shiver? Because she recognized the scent of destiny. She felt a chord struck in the heavens. It is rare for a human spirit to hear that chord and not weep. She wept before she spoke. You will weep too, not from weakness, but from relief. The kind of weeping that opens dry places. You are not the only one who will be healed. Your healing will begin a chain. Others will follow where you walk. A person will stand because you stood. A marriage will breathe because you allowed truth to come. A child will find courage because you took one small step. Do not minimize the ripple. Small stones can start rivers. You are the small stone. You are the first drop. There is a covering on you that the eye cannot see. Call it a mantle. Call it a shield. Call it love that does not change. It wraps you on days when your mind is loud. It comes from a lineage of angels who have watched your line for generations. You are not only yours, you belong to a story older than your name. You carry the prayers of people you have not met. Their hopes speak through the cells of your body. So when the world tries to make you small, remember there are millions of prayers that say otherwise. You will be tempted to believe the lie that you are undeserving, but you are deserving because you breathe. You are deserving because you fight. You are deserving because your heart is tender enough to be broken and brave enough to keep loving. A revelation waits for you. It is a simple piece of truth. You were never the thing the world called you. You are the soul behind that name. You are the original light that the world mistook for a shadow. When the psychic spoke of your future, she saw a doorway with your name carved above it. She could not read the letters fully. They were too bright, but she saw you stepping through. I will tell you what that doorway leads to. It leads to rest, and it leads to work that feels like worship. It leads to relationships that do not demand your collapse. It leads to a home that receives all of you. It leads to a voice that can say no without trembling. It leads to a life that keeps its promises. You may not walk into all of this tomorrow, but you will walk toward it. Every brave choice you make moves you closer. Every honest conversation clears a stone from the road. Every forgiving breath lifts a chain. Do the work that heals the small things. Pay attention to morning routines. Choose doctors, choose counselors, choose the honest friend. Small acts are the building blocks of destiny. You were given gifts in your suffering. They are not lies. They are lessons. You learned patience. You learned how to hear breath in the dark. You learned how to be present for people who do not return the favor. Those gifts will translate into a strength that other people will need. Do not bury what you learned. Invite it forward. Offer it like bread. The psychic saw fear in your family. She saw secrets that were spoken like laced words. Do not join the pattern. Break it. Be the person who speaks differently. Speak honestly. Set boundaries. If people resist, know this: resistance is the first reaction to any change of order. They will be afraid for your rising because yours forces them to examine their own night. Stand gentle and firm. You do not need to explain everything to everyone. You only need to be honest with those who are willing to hold your heart as it is. Not every voice that calls itself a helper is from the light. Some hands are warm because they want to weigh you down. Some praise is a net. Some love expects containment. You will learn to read the difference by how you feel after the encounter. If you leave lighter, you are in truth. If you leave heavier, you must re-examine. Trust yourself. I have given you a witness inside of you. It is a small, clear bell. When it rings, listen. When it whispers, obey. Do not be ashamed to walk away from what asks too much for too little return. You deserve reciprocity. You deserve to be held as often as you hold. Begin with a single breath that is not hurried. Name one thing you need today. Say it out loud. Find one small altar, a table, a plant, a cup, and set a reminder to speak to me each morning. Write one truth in a notebook that your future self can read. Call one person who has been kind and say thank you. Do these simple things daily. They are the scaffolding. They are the practice. They shape you into the person who will open the bright door the psychic glimpsed. There will be moments of doubt. There will be nights when the old melancholy returns like a tide. When it does, return to the small practices. Repeat your name aloud as a prayer. Say, I am held. Say, I am seen. Say, I am chosen. Your words have power. They align things. They gather. Angels. You will be surprised by the speed of change when you begin to speak to it. I will not make you walk without company. I will not remove the thorn without giving you hands to hold afterward. If you are tired, I will be your rest. If you are afraid, I will be your courage. If you feel small, I will remind you of the millions of prayers tied to your life. This is not a metaphor. It is a reality from the throne. Walk forward. Let the picture that was shown to a stranger be a banner, not a chain. Let the shiver she felt be the warning and the wonder both. You are being carried into a season of coming alive. You are being called into a life that keeps its promises. Do not skip this message. Do not sleep through this invitation. Rise, step, breathe. You are not alone. You are chosen. You are loved. You are prepared. You are protected. And in the next quiet breath, a new thing will begin. Listen for it. Answer it. When you do, share this with someone who needs to know they are not alone. The angels will thank you for it. And if you would like more of this kind of whisper, come to the next message. Do not miss it. There is more to reveal. There is more to heal. There is more to promise. Until then, rest in this truth. You are seen. You are held. You are loved. Do not be afraid of what is coming. The world will shake, but you will stand. Storms will roar, but you will be sheltered. The ground will tremble, but you will not fall. I have placed a mark on you, a covering that darkness cannot steal. Your picture revealed it. The psychic did not understand the fullness, but she felt it in her body. She shivered because your spirit carries a fire not of this earth. It is the fire of preservation. It is the fire of calling. It is the fire that wakes others from their sleep. Do not underestimate what is inside you. You think your silence has been weakness, but your silence has been strength in disguise. You think your tears were wasted, but your tears watered the soil of miracles. You think your waiting was punishment, but your waiting was preparation. Every season you thought you lost was a seed. Now those seeds are breaking open. Now the harvest is coming. Your picture was a signpost in the spirit. It was shown because the hour is near. Your name was whispered in circles you cannot see. Your face was spoken of in rooms you did not enter. You are known in heaven, and you are feared in hell. That is why resistance has been so heavy. That is why betrayal has been so sharp. That is why the enemy tried to break you with exhaustion and despair. But you did not break. You bent, but you did not snap. You stumbled, but you did not collapse. You cried, but you did not drown. You fought through nights that would have ended another soul. That fight is the proof that you are chosen. Hell does not chase the ordinary. Hell only chases the anointed. The shiver was not only fear, it was recognition. It was the recognition of power rising. It was the recognition of destiny unfolding. You are stepping into a chapter written long before your birth. This is why doors are shifting. This is why certain people are leaving. This is why old connections are breaking. Do not cling to what I am removing. Do not cry over what I am closing. I close doors not to punish, but to protect. I end seasons not to harm, but to free. What is leaving you could not carry you into the next chapter. What is ending was never meant to last forever. Your picture revealed this moment, this crossing point. A season is dying, and a season is being born. Feel the trembling within you. That is not fear. That is transformation. That is wings growing where wounds once were. That is strength being formed where weakness once lived. That is love being poured where rejection once hollowed. You are not behind. You are right on time. The delay was not denial. The delay was design. You are stronger because of it, wiser because of it, softer because of it. And you are ready. Ready to carry what others dropped. Ready to build what others abandoned. Ready to heal what others wounded. Ready to shine where others dimmed. Do not measure yourself by human calendars. Measure yourself by heaven's timing. And heaven says you are right where you belong. Heaven says you are entering breakthrough. Heaven says you are not forgotten, not forsaken, not invisible. The angels rejoice at your name. They move when you pray. They shield when you sleep. They whisper when you doubt. They stand at the edges of your tomorrow, clearing the way. Listen to me. The psychic saw shadows around you, but those shadows are dissolving. They are dissolving because light has been called down on your path. They are dissolving because prayers have gone ahead of you. They are dissolving because I said enough. The cycle is breaking. The curse is lifting. The heaviness is ending. And the new is beginning. Do not resist it. Do not delay it. Say yes to it. Your yes is the key. Your obedience is the door. Your courage is the step. And when you move, the earth will respond. Opportunities will open. Resources will find you. Connections will align. The very things you thought were impossible will bow before your faith. This is not imagination. This is divine order. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. This is not a random word. This is your appointed word. And you know it. You feel it. Even now, your spirit leaps. Even now, your heart burns. Even now, your tears fall, not of sorrow, but of recognition. Because something inside you says, this is for me. And it is. This is for you. You are being prepared in secret. The work is happening in ways your eyes cannot yet see. Do not confuse the quiet with absence. The silence is full of movement. There will be tests ahead. They will sharpen you rather than break you. Welcome the lessons that sting. They are the whetstone of your strength. Some people will leave because they cannot follow your next chapter. That is their truth, not your failure. Do not mourn exits that clear space for arrivals. Every departure makes room for the right people. You will be surprised by who returns and who never comes back. Keep your heart wise and your hands unclenched. Let your mercy be deliberate, not naive. Extend compassion, but keep healthy boundaries. There are voices that will praise you while secretly fearing your rise. Hear their words, but measure by fruit. False friends often come wrapped in flattering language. True allies stay with the work even when praise fades. You will need discernment like a lamp in a dark room. Light up the corners of every offer before you accept it. Ask for clarity. Ask for proof. Ask for time. Do not be hurried into choices by pressure. I will send helpers who will show up with the exact skill you need. Pay attention to the humble hands. Helpers often arrive without fanfare. They bring the thing that completes what you cannot do alone. Prepare practical space for blessing. Clear a corner, tidy a desk, make room in your calendar. Practical acts welcome supernatural movement. Stewardship opens the door for increase. Write down the next 3 steps you can take this week and then do them. Action is faith made visible. Call one person who believes in you and tell them one honest thing. Vulnerability summons courage. Find a rhythm of rest, one real pause a week where you do nothing but breathe and listen. Rest is not optional. Do the inner work of forgiving the small betrayals so the large ones no longer hold you hostage. Forgiveness unchains the future. You do not have to forget to forgive. Remembering without bitterness is freedom. If you carry anger like armor, let me show you how to wear light instead. Anger worn long becomes weight. Let gratitude be your practice each dawn. Name 3 small gifts and watch the sky rearrange itself. The psychic saw a mantle upon you. It is both honor and task. Wear it with humility and insistence. It will require courage to speak the new name you are becoming. Names change lives, and lives change names. Begin to use gentle declarations each morning. Say who you are becoming. Speak it as though the future is listening. When you declare, the angels begin to move. Declarations are invitations to heaven. Expect a tightening in certain areas. Stress is often a sign of a seed about to split. Do not panic when pressure comes. Tend the pressure like a gardener tends soil. Loosen your heart so what is germinating can push through. You will meet doors that look like endings but are actually pivots. Turn toward the fear and step through. On the other side of that pivot will be small victories that taste like honey after bitter years. Celebrate them anyway. Celebrate tiny wins in a notebook and read them back when doubt returns. Memory stokes faith. Some dreams will arrive half-dressed and messy. Do not wait for perfection to welcome possibility. Take imperfect steps toward what calls you and watch how alignment corrects the path. Motion gathers momentum. Beware of quick fixes and secret shortcuts. True advancement is usually slow and steady, not flashy and hollow. Invest in people who invest in you. Reciprocity is the soil of sustainable blessing. Protect your boundaries with love. Firmness paired with kindness is the language of maturity. If someone asks more than you can give, say so plainly and offer another kind of help. Honesty builds trust. There will be nights when prayer feels like speaking into a canyon. Keep speaking. Echoes are forming answers. I hear every whisper you cannot say aloud. The murmurs you think are lost are seeds. I scatter back into your life. When fear tells you to hide, remember the psychic shiver was a herald for your rising. Move toward your calling. Your picture was shown to a stranger because the angelic courts are aligning on your behalf. They use many hands to send a message. You are not the only one who will come because of your obedience. Entire circles will shift when you choose courage. A reconciliation may begin with one brave sentence. Choose words that heal, not punish. Create bridges, not cages. There is a financial door opening. Steward what comes with gratitude and strategy. Generosity preserves increase. If doors close on projects that no longer fit you, see it as pruning that promotes growth. Some endings are wise. You will find new rhythms in work. People will call you to do things that suit your soul. Say yes to work that feels like prayer. Expect creative surges at odd hours. Keep a small notebook by your bed and honor the sudden ideas. They are gifts. You will be tempted to compare, but comparisons steal joy and shrink destiny. Compare only to who you were yesterday. Measure progress by kindness, by endurance, by the small victories of showing up again. Practical healing begins with small agreements, rest, food, therapy, honest conversation. Tend these and the rest will follow. Seek counsel from wise people. Humility is not weakness. It is the door to wisdom. Do not be ashamed of needing help. The strongest trees grow within communities of roots. There will be a day when what once frightened you will become your testimony. Keep that day in view. Prepare to tell your story with clarity and grace. Your testimony will be a lamp for someone in a darker night. Teach what you learned in simple ways. Small teaching births revolution in another heart. You will be given resources at the right season. Hold them with both hands and allocate with prayer. Financial increase will come when generosity precedes gain. Open your hands to others and watch provision flow. Expect invitations that require travel or strange timing. Say yes when your spirit resounds and no when your peace is absent. Peace is your compass. Let it steer the big choices. Be cautious of those who demand speedy allegiance. Time reveals true characters. Guard your inner circle like a garden. Prune what chokes the good fruit and water what bears life. You will encounter criticism. Learn to use it like fertilizer. Take the useful parts. Discard the toxicity. Not every blow is meant to break you. Some are meant to redirect you to a truer path. Pray for those who oppose you. Blessing softens hard hearts and unravels spite. If you are wounded, do not pretend you are not. Courage includes asking for rest and repair. Find a healer you trust and do the work. The inner surgery of recovery is holy and necessary. There will be seasons where you must wait. Waiting is an active posture and not passive neglect. While you wait, prepare, build, refine, mend relationships, sharpen skills, practice patience. When the moment comes, you will step forward not from panic but from readiness. Listen for the small confirmations, an unexpected email, a sign in the street, a name repeated in prayer. These are couriers of heaven. When 2 or 3 confirmations appear, move with faith and care, momentum will follow. Hold lightly to outcomes and firmly to values. Possessions are temporary while character is eternal. Teach your children by the way you rise after falling. Your resilience is the greatest lesson you will leave them. If loneliness comes, remember that the angels are with you and that community will arrive. Reach for the hand offered. When joy returns, let it be loud and honest. Celebration is a spiritual discipline, too. Keep speaking to me like a friend, not only when you need, but when you are grateful. Communion builds courage. The psychic shiver was a beginning, not an end. Let it propel you into action and humility. You were shown so you would not waste the next open door. Move with intention and gratitude. Tell someone today that you believe good things are coming. Naming the future calls it into being. Share this message with someone who sits in silence. Your voice might be their first answer. There is more to come, more revelation, more healing, more practical blessing. Stay awake to it. Do not stop at relief. Press into transformation until the smallest corners of your life reflect heaven's order. You are a story being written by hands that do not tire, and every page is sacred. Do not fear the edits. They are part of the artistry, not punishment. There will be loss that feels like a ripping, and there will be gain that feels like a gathering. Both are necessary, both are honest. When the critic in your head grows loud, name the critic and set a time limit for its voice, then return to work. Discipline is tenderness to the future self. Do not confuse harshness with strength. Strength keeps promises to itself. Harshness breaks them. Keep a small ritual for your weary mornings, a candle, a song, a written prayer, armor for the fragile dawn. Let music be medicine. Let melody recalibrate your heart when words fail. You will find doors that require humility. Step through with both hands open. Humility is not shrinking. Humility is the ability to be changed by truth. When you are corrected, receive the gift and adjust without shame. There will be invitations that require you to leave comfort for calling. Choose calling when your soul lights up. Comfort is often a soft prison. Calling is the harvest waiting beyond the fence. You will be surprised by the friendships that deepen. They will be the unexpected anchors. Those who stay will celebrate the small domestic victories with you, not only the public ones. Allow your inner life to be tended. Do not only perform on stages you cannot sustain. Privacy protects fruit. Secret gardens produce the sweetest harvest. When criticism comes from the anonymous crowd, remember that the crowd rarely holds the keys. Listen to wise counsel, not the clamor of the masses. There will be a moment when an old fear returns dressed as familiarity. Do not be fooled. Familiarity is a comfort that can become cage. Choose the unfamiliar. When it is an invitation to grow, you will meet people who reflect parts of yourself back to you. Some return love, some return lessons. Accept both with gratitude. If you must part, part with grace. If you must stay, stay with intention. Do not hold grudges like trophies. They weigh more than they feed. Forgiveness is not a concession. It is a liberation that opens the road ahead. You will see doors to service. Do not shrink from giving of your time and talent. Service humbles and enlarges simultaneously. It is the meeting place of heaven and humility. Give without expectation, and you will be surprised by returns that feel like homecoming. There will be times when you must negotiate with the practical world, contracts, accounts, calendars, meet them with prayer and precision. Bless the numbers, steward the details, trust that practical faith is sacred too. If you are tempted to rush a decision because everyone else seems to be moving, stop and breathe. Not every train is for you. Some tracks lead nowhere that honors your soul. When you decline an invitation, do so with kindness and a brief reason. Integrity makes space for peace. You will be invited to teach, to lead, to bear witness. Accept these with humility and good preparation. Teach simply, lead by example, bear witness with clarity and mercy. Keep journals of gratitude and wins. Revisit them to shore up faith on weary days. Write down confirmations and hold them like small relics. They will anchor you in storms. You will be called to radical honesty in relationships. Prepare for discomfort and deep relief. Honesty clears air and allows new oxygen to enter the room of your life. Sometimes honesty will cause exit. Sometimes it will cause repair. Both are holy when spoken in love. When old grief returns, let it have its voice, but do not let it squat in your heart forever. Grief needs time and company. Bring both to it generously. You will be invited to pray in new ways. Write prayers, sing prayers, move prayers with your hands. Let the practice evolve. Prayer is not only asking, it is also listening and learning to recognize the language of response. Listen for the small confirmations, a phone call, a dream, a repeated phrase, and treat them as letters from heaven. When you get nervous about the future, make a list of what you can control today and tend it. Action heals anxiety by transferring energy into use. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. Everything great starts there. If you are called to public ministry, prepare your heart for scrutiny and your soul for solitude. Both are part of the vocation. Protect your sacred time fiercely. It is the source of creativity and clear judgment. There will be money that comes as a surprise and money that comes from steady work. Receive both with gratitude and give with wisdom. Set aside a portion for the poor, for the plan, and for the unexpected. Stewardship breeds peace. Expect invitations that test your integrity. Let integrity win every time. Your reputation will follow you when you honor small vows. Character is built in daily fidelity. There will be moments of great clarity when decisions become obvious. Follow those like a river follows its bed. Do not be ashamed of slow progress. Roots form beneath the ground before the tree appears. You are an underground movement in many ways, quiet shifts happening where no one sees. When the public applause comes, let humility receive it and let it pass through to the work. Let your gifts be offered, not flaunted. Generosity is a bridge, pride is a wall. Teach others the practical skills you have learned in your season of waiting. Generosity multiplies capacity. There will be a season of testing that polishes virtue into brilliance. Do not resent it. Testing removes dross and reveals the metal of faith. This long road has prepared you for exactly that work, the work of making room for others on the path home. Keep listening, keep moving, keep the small rituals, keep a journal, keep choosing rest, keep saying yes to calling and no to distraction. You are in the middle of a miracle that reads like a long plot, not a single instant. Be patient with the plot and active in your part. When the breakthrough arrives, do not hoard it in secrecy. Celebrate publicly so others know the path is possible. I will be with you at every threshold. My presence is the steady hand that guides your foot. Trust the stirrings in your chest. They are the signal of palace doors unlocking. Rise now and say aloud, I will step forward, then do the first small thing that faith asks of you. You are not alone in this movement. You are at the center of a story being told by angels and by time. Keep this whisper close. Return to it when doubt presses. Let it be your tether. There will be a next message that goes deeper into specific names and places. I am shifting for you. Come listen and come with an open heart. Until then, hold fast to this truth. You are chosen. You are protected. You are deeply loved, and you are on the way.